What's going on, guys? This morning, or should I say this afternoon, I'm gonna go ahead and work on a kind of cool car. It's actually really cool. It's kind of a hybrid, if you will. I'm gonna go ahead and turn you around here and show you in just a second here, but in the background you'll see my daily driver, my Caprice. I'll step out of the way so you can see that. But gonna go ahead and do a water pump, or at least check a water pump. We think it was overheated at some point, and I'll go ahead and turn you guys around so you can see what I'm working on. Right here we have a 1955 Chevy two-door body that was dropped onto a 94 Roadmaster frame and chassis, basically. So it's got the LT1 in it with the 4L60E, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the cover off, and I'll be able to show you guys a little bit more. But this thing's got a really wicked stance to it. It sounds good when it starts up, and hopefully all it is a water pump issue. But let me get it out from underneath the cover and get started on it, and I will be back to show you guys a little bit more. Okay, I got it out from underneath the cover and open the hood, put the battery on, hook the battery up, and I'll give you a little bit of a tour real quick here. I disconnected the water hose after killing a couple wasps. I disconnected the water hose down here so I can check and see if the water pump is actually going to flow when I start it, because we were told that it was overheated. So we're just going to double check to make sure that the water pump is working, and if not, I have some new parts over there to go ahead and throw on it. But it still has the Roadmaster limited seats, and at some point somebody had done some switches of some sort. We're not really sure what they go to, but they kept the original Roadmaster cluster and the original Roadmaster interior, which is actually kind of really cool. And once I get it started and get it running again, I'll come back and I'll show you what I've got going on. I might try to set the camera up so I can watch the water pump while I'm starting the car, but I don't want to get my phone. Okay, wish me luck that my phone doesn't get soaked. I'm going to go ahead and try to start it. Well, that confirms what I needed to confirm. There's no flow from the water pump. Alrighty, gonna go ahead and take care of this water pump here, and then we will try again. So if the water pump does not fix the issue, we're going to go ahead and probably end up putting another engine in this thing at some point soon. So hopefully the water pump will fix the issue so he can drive it. I've yet to get a ride in it, but when I do, you guys will be along for the ride. Alright, so we need a 10mm there. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys saw that or not. I'm not sure if I got it on camera, but I'm going to go ahead and repeat it anyway. I'll edit it out if I have to. But I went ahead and took the bolt out of the bottom right of the water pump, which is the one that would go through the water jacket, and nothing came out. So that's not a good sign. That means the engine didn't have coolant in the block. or at least it's not flowing. So we'll see what happens here when I get these last two bolts out. Alrighty, wish me luck. Let's hope there's some water that comes off with this. Or out. Well, that's never a good sign. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's barely anything in it. Okay guys, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but the block doesn't have any water or coolant in it. And it's definitely got a little bit of corrosion, so somebody was running just straight water in it without anything else in it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what else I found here. I took it apart a little bit, and the thermostat is completely taken apart. There is no thermostat anymore in this thing. I went ahead and flushed the block with some water just to see if it was going to fill up. I got some water through that. So the only thing I can think of is that for whatever reason, when they filled it with coolant, they didn't bleed it with the bleeder screw, and it had air in the system, too much air in the system, and that's what was causing it to overheat. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put everything back together and see what happens with it. But I got it all back together, and when I cranked it up before I put the radiator cap on, it was blowing water straight out the radiator cap. I believe the head gasket probably was blown, and it's blowing compression back out through the water jackets, and as an end result, this is what it sounds like when I shut it off. Not normal.